Hi, it's River. I'm making another video from the floor. I just wanted to talk about some not fun stuff that happened tonight. So, for those who don't know, I am like 99% certain I was sexually abused by my father. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. He still lives with my mom, and I'm really close to my mom. And I rarely talk with my mother about this. But for financial reasons, I'm probably gonna have to move in with my mother in the new year. Most likely. I don't know for sure. And I'm trying to get her to understand that he can't live there if I move in with her. And she's just not receptive of that. She doesn't love him. She's never been in love with him. She was always just absolutely terrified of him. He would say things like, "If you leave me, I'll kill you and the kids." And my mom really believed that. So I don't blame her for not doing anything about the abuse. So I know I need to learn to accept that I was sexually abused, but I still struggle too. I struggle too a lot. But I know it happened. But I say that because for the same sake, I don't remember the physical abuse, but there was a lot of physical abuse growing up in my childhood. And I also don't remember that too. So what I was gonna say is I don't blame her for not leaving, despite all the abuse he put me and my sisters through. I really don't, but now I don't understand it at all. She's not scared of him, and she has the power to kick him out, and she just won't do it for some reason. And I just cannot seem to wrap my mind around why she wouldn't do that. And tonight, we had a back and forth about that, because I brought up, I don't know how it got brought up, I think I brought up wanting to move in with her, and she talked about how she needs him for the money, and I'm like, well, that's bullshit, because I can give you more money than he gives you. And she says something along the lines, which is something she's, sorry, my dog's digging, Igor, fuck, man, my dog's digging at my couch. He's going back at it. She always says something along the lines of, or has in the past, I should say, not always, but, why didn't you call 911? Why didn't you tell me? Just victim blaming type of statements. And something in the back of my mind that I've always wanted to say, but I never have, because I try not to be mean to anyone, even if they probably kind of deserve it. That's not in my nature. So I told her, I was like, well, I think in my heart, I knew that you weren't going to do anything. And you're proven that you're not doing anything about it now. So I feel like you wouldn't have done anything about it then either, because I'm still your child and he still lives with you. So, yeah, it's hurtful to hear her say those things, because she doesn't understand that it wasn't my fault. And her alluding to the fact that I didn't vocalize it, which I did. I told her in every conceivable way as a child that I did not want this person around, and she didn't do anything about it. And But like I said, she was scared for her life and our lives, so I'm not gonna hold that to her, but I don't understand why she's not doing anything about it now. Because she can if she wanted to. But she just doesn't. And I don't know, I think about how my one sister, who is kind of an unreliable narrator, has said that she thinks this abuse happens to her too, but she just has a fucking father complex. Like, she just fucking loves this man so much somehow, and I don't get it. And my other sister, who kind of not really went no contact with him, I was over at her house one time and she asked about how he was doing, and that threw me off, but I always think about that in the back of my mind. And I guess I don't really know what the point of this video is, but it just sucks that I'm just never gonna get justice. And I've thought about, like, calling the police and just straight up telling them, like, look, I know you probably can't do anything about it now, but, you know, he did this to me, and it would at least give me some kind of peace to know that he was at least arrested. And having my doctor maybe write a letter in support, but ethically, I don't know if my doctor can do that, so. Just feels like I'm alone, I guess. And I talked to my friends about this. I reached out to two friends. One didn't answer, the other one did, and we had a pretty good back and forth about it, but I just don't understand it. I don't understand why she allows him to live there, and she's even currently paying for their burial plots, and she chose to have him buried beside her. She said it was cheaper to do it that way, but I straight up told her, I'm never gonna go to your grave, and that makes me really upset to know that I'll never be able to mourn my mom at her grave. And I know that that's just like a rule that I'm setting for myself, but like, I just feel like he's always going to be tormenting me, even after he dies. And it's like, I don't know what it's like, but it's like something, I guess. Makes me sad. I'm just playing with the fidget ball. So I don't really know. My friend said we can look into my legal options together. I don't know if there really is any legal options. It's like I don't get it. And I probably never will. Sorry, this video isn't really entertaining to watch because I'm so quiet, but kind of at a loss for words. And I've thought about, like, you know, what if I have to move in with them? Like, move in with her while he still lives there, like, because if it came down to, like, me living in a shelter or him living in a shelter, I feel like I would be the one living in a shelter, if I'm being honest. I just have no faith in my mom right now. And I know You know, maybe when I get out of this headspace, my opinions on this matter will change, but I just don't get it. Like, she knows he was horrifically abusive, and she won't do anything about it. And it's hard because, like, I really love my mom. I really do. And it just sucks. It's like one of these things I'm just gonna have to accept or, like, compartmentalize. That my mom, and I told her this, and she could put some pushback, but I think it's true that she would just always put that man first. The sirens. I always hear that when I watch these videos back. You just don't get it. And I'm slowly starting to get trauma memories back. And I feel like one of these days I'm gonna get a memory that is the kind of memory I'm hoping for, like a really immersive, vivid memory that I can feel and touch and see. And I fear for that day because I don't know if I'll ever be ready to handle it, but at the same time, I really want that day to come. Just for myself, I suppose. And I gotta be at work in 8 hours. And these are the thoughts I'm having. And I don't even think I wanna sleep. It's like I get in these moods. I think I've spoken about it before. But like, it's almost like a form of self-harm. Like I refuse to allow myself to sleep because, sorry, I just put my phone on silent. But I will like want to allow myself to sleep because I just want to hurt myself. Like now, and it sucks because like when I get in this way, it's like maybe I should just self-harm. And I start thinking really ugly thoughts about myself. And in the far reaches of my mind, I think about ending my life. But I have realized that, and I don't know if I've spoken about it, but I think my attempts are just self-harm. Like, I haven't had an attempt that actually had an impact on my life in like 3 years, I think. 2.5 years. And the last time I made a loose attempt, I was absolutely terrified that I was actually gonna die, and that kind of sobered me up a little bit. And I don't think I'd ever, you never know, but for the time being, I don't know if I would, but it's always in the back of my mind that one day I just should. And it's almost like I should, just to prove her wrong or make a point, which I know is fucked up, but it's just how I think sometimes. It's like, I don't know, like a way to get back at her. And it's crazy because, like, she's not the one that I need to get back at. I know it's my abuser. And she was a victim of abuse. But, like, she knows that. She still won't do anything about it. And I don't think she ever will. And although I never would, I've thought about, well, maybe I should just cut her off too, but I don't think I can do that to my mom. It would hurt her so much, and I need my mom, you know? My mom's like my best friend. But when I get like this, it's like, I just want this to end. My phone's probably gonna die soon. I need to stop making this video. But I still feel stuck in this thought pattern. I think this is the side of abuse that people don't talk about. I'm just gonna check my battery. Oh, I can't even do that. Be a mystery, maybe it dies while I'm talking. But I think that's the part of abuse that I never talked about. I've talked about it once, where I said, like, I'm still being traumatized. And this is what I mean by that, like, he's still in my life. The remnants of his abuse is still causing impact on me. Yeah. It's like he still has all the power or something. And I just feel stupid. I just feel fucking stupid. Like I should have just kept my mouth shut about it all. Maybe that would have brought me more peace. Because it's vulnerable that people in my life know. And it pains me that no one's done anything. And like the one little bit that I have over him is the fact that I went no contact, but like little things like my mom calling my name out while she's with him, or talking on the phone with me on speaker and I hear him in the background, it like fucks me up a little bit. And knowing I would have to move back in with him, and that would just be it. I feel like he would win. And I know that's toxic, but it's how I feel. So I don't know what to do. I don't really have any options. The reasons I need to move back in with her is because I won't be able to afford school and continue to pay rent by myself. And I can't go anywhere else because I have a dog and my cat, and there's no options for me anyways. So I would just have to move back in with him. And she's convinced he's not gonna live, because how old and weak he is, that he's not gonna live much longer, but we never know that. Her sister told her that when you pray for someone to die, they live longer than you want them to. So, who knows how long he'll stick around for. But I feel like it'll be long enough. And I don't know what to do. I just feel so alone right now. And questions like, do I feel like I'm a danger to myself? Most likely not. At least not a real danger to myself, but don't feel safe and fine either. I'll tell you that much. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. The video's already 20 minutes long. I'll just end it here. Just sucks when you just don't get justice, I guess, or something along those lines. Toodaloo.